Hello and welcome back to Scriptcase by Jamie. And yes, I am Jamie. That is me. Who else would it be? Well, today we are going to be talking again, yes, I'm afraid so, about Scriptcase. What else are we going to be talking about? Well, many other topics, of course, and many of those will still be coming. Don't worry. You know, the world doesn't revolve around Scriptcase, or does it? Well, it may do, but for now, let's have a look at today's topic. So today we will be having a look at theming within Scriptcase. It is, of course, an important topic, and everyone likes to have their platforms and portals, of course, look pretty, right? You want it to look good. You want your users to be satisfied with the looks of the sexy, gorgeous portal that you have developed. That's what I want anyway. Yes, I want my clients to look at my platform and go, oh, that looks really nice. That's what I want. And that's what they generally do. And of course, I would like the same for you. So I could come here into my Scriptcase development environment where we are now. I could go ahead and create a new project. In fact, why not? Let's go ahead and create a new project and then choose the themes that we want to apply. So I'm just going to go next. I'm going to choose the sample database that we have available. We don't care about languages today. And look at that. There we have multiple themes available for us. Okay, so now one important tip I can give you. Okay, so I've been using Scriptcase for nearly 10 years now. It's been a long time. And well, yeah, in those times we've had some pretty ugly themes. But all you have to do really is pick one. Just pick one that is close to what you want it to look like. It doesn't have to be spot on. It doesn't have to look exactly the way you want it yet. You can make it look like that. Okay, so that is important to note. So if you want to have, or should I say, if your company, organization, business, whatever it is that whoever you are working for, they already have all of their color codes. You have your designated colors, or brand, should I really say, those labels. And of course, that is then what you want to consider when choosing now your initial theme. And if that means loading more themes and scrolling down and using an older theme, so be it. Some of those may well be more suitable for the project that you are working on. Okay, so as an example, your company logo, brand, whatever it may be, may love green. In that case, you would go here for the lemon. Okay, and maybe it likes purple. Now, I am colorblind a little bit, so do forgive me if it's not purple, but I think it is. And in this case, you would choose then the sweet hollyhock or the sweet golden sand. Whatever color that is close to what you are using, go with that theme. Okay, so I guess in the majority of cases, you'll be talking the blueberry here, or maybe the sweet blue, or maybe even the guava. Who knows? You know, that color or that company or that brand, well, that is defined. So ideally, you want to go along with that. Okay, so once you've done that, just go ahead and click the Create button. Your project is then created. Pretty much. Now I will just generate a couple applications really quickly, you know, just to show off the themes and so on. So to do that, I will come up here to application and then choose then batch applications. And I will just quickly generate a form as well as a grid application for the categories. And very quickly, no worries about naming conventions and descriptions. This is just to show you the theme. Okay, so if I now go ahead and run the form, I will now have the theme that I just chose, which was that blueberry thing. I think it wasn't very nice. It's not my favorite theme, but in your case, maybe those colors match your brand and it is more suitable. Maybe you like these big fat round buttons. Maybe you like the color purple. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. So now that you have created your applications and you have developed your platform, which is then usually a good point to start thinking about your theme. Personally, I try to tackle some of that at the beginning because I really hate generating those applications and then looking at something that it shouldn't be. Okay, so for me, that is an important factor. But at the same time, in some cases, it makes more sense to think about the theming later within the project. Okay, because of course, the most important thing is your data, how you're managing your data, what are you doing with your data? And then once you have built up all of your processes and so forth, you can start thinking about the theme. No worries. Scriptcase is good for this. Okay. So now that I have my applications configured, let's say I wanted to change my themes. And I have up here in the menu the option layout. Now I have application themes, I have button themes, I have HTML templates, menu CSS, menu icons, image manager, chart themes, HTML editor templates. So there are quite a few options here to customize the defaults of some of your features, your application features. And in this case, the application themes would then allow you to change your theme. Now, within the application themes, there are two ways of managing your theme. In fact, I lie, there are three. Do you know why there are three? Because only two of them are built into Scriptcase, and the other one, it's called CSS. By hand, you can always adjust the code by hand if need be. Okay? Now, in the majority of cases, you should be okay. But in some cases, you will want to. So, managing and dealing with your themes, now that we have here our theme, I may want to make adjustments to this. And because it's a default Scriptcase theme, well, I can't do nothing. So what I want to do then is save this theme, and I can save it as public, project, or user. So in this case, I would save it for the project. I don't want it available to anybody else or for anything else. It's only for this project. If I wanted it available for myself and then I could apply it to other projects, I would choose user. That is usually the best way to go. So here now, if not choosing project, of course. So here now I would then add a name for this. So I would say horrid blue or purple or whatever this color is meant to be. Save that, and there I now have my own theme that I can then go ahead and customize according to my own needs. So it does take a little time. It's not slapdash, quick done. In some cases, you will have to find what you want to customize. In some cases, it will take some time. These themes, within a couple hours, you should be done. Okay. Now, generally, I would take 2 to 3 hours on a nice theme. Only in special cases have I taken longer than that. And there is no problem in having 3 or 4 different types of themes for different views. For instance, you may have your main theme like I have now. I could then also save this, for instance, for my modal windows. So whenever I have a modal window pop up, I would not want the same theme applied for that application. And I can change that within my applications and force a specific theme to that app. So that when you have then the modal window pop up, it's not all the typical colors you have. It's maybe a clean application, which is what you are really wanting in those types of situations. Or maybe you would want a different background for specific applications. Whatever the reason may be, you can apply 5 or 6 themes without any issues. Of course, it takes up space on your server, on your deployed server. Of course, it will take up extra space. But other than that, you should not really suffer any repercussions. Okay, so now we have our theme created. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And I could, of course, continue within that advanced mode. So what we were seeing there just now is here the option for advanced mode. And I could go ahead and continue with that now and make all of my changes. And then afterwards, what I'm going to do is save it, and then I will come here to edit. And I will tell you now, you will be pulling your hair out, stressing, oh my God, I've just wasted all that time. Do not follow that process. Do what I'm doing now. Create your theme, save the theme with your own name, get out of the advanced edit. Okay, do not edit within advanced mode. Come here to the edit mode, make your adjustments here first, okay? Because if you apply here your colors, your theming conventions that you apply for your brand, that would be your colors, your sizes, your fonts, all of that, you apply them here first into the basic theme editor as it is now, and then save that. And then once you have done those initial changes, you have changed your colors, you have changed your fonts, you have changed your sizes to whatever you please. Once you have applied that within the basic editor, only then do you advance within the advanced mode editor. Okay, don't make changes previous. You will not be happy if you then enter the edit or the basic edit mode and then click save. As soon as you click save there, it will overwrite all the customizations you have here within your advanced editor. And a lot of the basic configurations or changes that you would want to apply, such as global color, global fonts, font sizes, curvature on your boxes and things like that. Well, you can apply all of those within the basic theme editor. And then it will apply it to each application you have here within the advanced editor. Okay, so it's more, the basic editor is more of a global editor, and then to do your fine tuning, your reorganization of maybe the color scheme or your fonts or the individual applications, because we can change here individual aspects of the grid application for the blocks, for instance, for all of the labels. And notice that on the right hand side here, we are always presented with an example or a preview. Now this preview may not always be accurate. That I know, and I can guarantee it will not be always accurate at the moment. Maybe in the future, who knows? But right now, you need to always make your changes, adjust, and possibly open up your applications and adjust and adjust and adjust, possibly to your free times until you are fully satisfied. Which is why I say it's very, very important to not access or adjust within the advanced editor to begin with. Even though that is the theme you start with, that is the page it opens, close it, use the basic editor, and then use the advanced mode. Now, of course, as I was saying, you can go ahead and create more themes from your original theme. So always, in those cases, save the theme that you have created, made all of those adjustments in, and then make those further adjustments where maybe you remove the background from all elements. And that then gives you then your transparent background on those modal windows, for instance, or the login, whatever. The choice is, of course, yours. Now, the themes do expand more than just the themes here, because if I enter here advanced mode and even in the basic mode, for each of the applications, we can define the type of buttons. Okay, so that is quite important to note. If I come here to grid and here to page, here we have then our basic information. We have here our content and background. We have our toolbars in here and everything else that is all related. Okay, and of course you can make adjustments to all of those. But then what you have in some of these applications on the page initially for grid, search, form, and so forth, you have here buttons, and we can actually change the buttons for the theme for individual applications if we wanted to. So having your buttons prepared is a good idea. And again, before you change that in the advanced editor, you would maybe now, before making all your changes, want to go ahead and come here to layout, buttons, themes, and again, create again a new template from one of those existing. So I could choose here the round blue, which is a very old, ugly theme. So no, I won't pick that, but maybe here the lemon, maybe I could copy that, give it a new name, save it as user, and that way it is always available for me. And let's go ahead and do that. Actually, sample test, I'll call it, and go OK. And now I can go ahead and actually edit the style of each of these buttons. So I have here first of all the buttons, and I can change what type of button I want displayed for each of these. I can have a full size button, I can have an image, I can have a link, I can display with the text or only the text, with an image, with font awesome icons. The list is pretty much endless, okay? So the adjustments you can make here are pretty awesome. Now, you do have styling conventions that you can also apply in some of those themes, and otherwise you will need to make your own. Now, you do have here the button styles. So here you would then change what the buttons look like during each process. So you have here the button, the hover, the clicked, the selected, as well as the disabled. And we could change here then the color for each of those for when we want that changed. And of course, again, that can be a lengthy process to have all of this configured. And for that reason, of course, I have gone ahead and created some themes within the Scriptcase by Jamie store. So if you don't want to spend the next 3 to 6 hours doing this, or maybe longer, maybe there is a theme that you would like for your project within the store. Go check it out. Go check it out. Maybe. And if not, there will be more coming. Okay, so with that, you can go ahead and make all of those adjustments, apply your buttons within the basic editor globally. Okay, so within the basic button editor, you can apply the same button that you have just created here within the buttons theme and apply it then to all your applications in one go. Or you can enter the advanced mode and change the button theme on an application per application basis. In those cases, I would highly suggest saving that theme as an extra theme. So you have two themes, one using all the standard buttons and then another one using alternative buttons, if that is something that you want to do. So that is application theming for you. Of course, I could go in there and edit and adjust and make all of those changes and show you how to change colors, change your font. But yeah, I have a little more respect for my viewers, and I think, well, changing a color for you guys should not be difficult because, again, a lot of it within Scriptcase is click, click, click. And if you don't know how to click, then click right here down the bottom and make sure you subscribe, okay? Because that way you will learn more about Scriptcase, and at some point, yes, we will create a video where we go and theme an entire platform. It will take some time because, like I said, it can take some time, especially if you have a specific brand and you want that to be presented within your platform. Okay, so any help, of course, I am here. Jamie, reach out to me. And of course, I do also create platforms. I'm not just a Scriptcase expert, as some people ask me. I'm just an expert in many things, or try to be at least. Let's put it that way, because, well, there are so many things that we can do in the world. Yeah, if only. If only. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying the content. And of course, please leave me a comment. Tell me, you love it? Do you hate it? Do you want more? Do you want less? Should I just stop and shut up right now? You let me know, please. Give me a comment and tell me how you are feeling about the content so far. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next video.